So check it out, y'all. It's like this. One day I was just walking through the mall, just minding my own business, right? And then I heard a lot of ticks and bowing sounds coming from this store. So I had to check it out, right? So I go into the store and it's like this. A lot of watches. And I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. But then I heard the ticks and the bowings again. So I'm like, oh, what is going on in here, right? So I start looking around and I see these two guys messing with these watches, right? Like they got them all over the counter. And I'm like, yo, what's up with the watches? And they're like, yo, look at this one right here. So they show me this watch and it's like, it has these two little things right here. They're like, yeah, it's a G-Shock. And I'm like, yeah, I know what a G-Shock is, but what's up with the two red things? And they're like, oh man, you don't know? So they start explaining to me that this is like a new feature on the G-Shock where it has the digital, the analog, the hands and stuff. But then it also has these two little buttons right here that when you press them, it gives you a lot of different features and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. But I heard the ticking and the boining, and I was like, how is this thing still alive? So they explained to me that this is a new feature. It's called the bouncing hour, minute, and second hand. So check it out. So when you do this, right, so you press the top button, the little hand moves, and then the bottom one, the little tick thing moves. So that's how you can tell the time, right? So that's the bouncing hour, minute, and second hand. I thought that was crazy. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. So of course, being the salesman that they are, they're like, yeah, you want to see another one? I'm like, yeah, sure. So they show me another one, and it's like, this one's a little more expensive, right? And it's like, yeah, this one has the same thing. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. So they're like, you want to see another one? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So we keep going. And it's like, this one's a little more expensive. It's like, yeah, this one has the same thing. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But I'm starting to realize that every single watch that they keep showing me has that same exact feature. It's just different styles of the watch. I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was the funniest thing ever. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all because that's one of the funniest things that has happened to me in a while. I was like, is this a new feature or is this something that's been around for a while? And they both looked at me and they both started laughing. I was like, oh, so this is not a new feature. They're like, no, this has been around forever.